Baklava, a sweet treat from the Middle East made from pastry, syrup and nuts. The secret to baklava is gossamer thin dough. How do they do it? – 4 a.m. in Istanbul, Turkey. The city sleeps, but the early risers at the Karaköy Güllüoğlu bakery are already hard at work. Founded in 1820, this is one of the oldest and largest baklava producers in the world. And they still do things in the traditional way.
Baklava goes way back. The earliest recipe is almost 500 years old. It comes from the ancient cookbooks of the Topkapi Palace, home of the Ottoman sultans.
5 centuries on, the first job of the day is to produce the dough. Wheat flour, water, egg, salt and a glug of olive oil are churned together in precise amounts. Once it's mixed, the finished dough is carved up and rolled into balls. But the baklava dough should be so fine it's transparent. And these lumps clearly aren't. So first, they're fed into a rolling machine to be flattened and stretched till they're 10 metres long.
The dough is stretched out so it's nearly as long as a London bus. But thankfully, it smells a lot nicer.
The flattened dough is thin, but not thin enough. So company owner Nadir Gulu and his team go to work with rolling pins of hard pear or hornbeam wood and lashings of elbow grease.
Yufkayı çok ince açmak için güce ihtiyaç var, güç. Çok önemli.
It's not all down to muscle power. The unpolished marble tables also grip the dough.
Şu kıskaç bile kenarını inceltiyorum. Şu kenar inceltme şudur. Kıskaç hareketi. Onun için güç istiyor, bak, bak. Bak. Hop!
Sheets of dough are layered on top of each other, 10 to a pin. To stop them sticking, the factory goes through 250 kilos of starch a day. The starch means they can peel the layers apart to rework the dough.
Çünkü baklava 40 kattır. Ağızda erimesi lazım.
Nadir has a special way of testing if the dough is ready.
Evet. Görüküyor mu?
Greece and Turkey have long argued about who first created baklava. But now it's officially registered by the EU as Turkish. Turning leaves of phyllo into beautiful baklava is a many-layered, multi-chef relay race. Nadir's son Murat starts the process with layers of gossamer pastry. Meanwhile, the resident nutcracker grinds pistachios. A sharp blade chops rather than crushes the nuts, preserving their natural oils so they remain full of flavour.
Pistachios are really good for you because they're full of vitamin E. But if you finish off a whole tray of baklava, it doesn't constitute a health kick.
Murat goes nuts with a layer of pistachios. Then these are covered by another 20 sheets of pastry.
Bizarrely, the origins of this food can be traced back to the harems of wives that the sultans had. Pistachios and honey were thought to be aphrodisiacs, so these cakes were meant to keep the wives happy, in more than one way.
To make one tray of baklava, it takes at least 3 hours, and you need at least 10 people.
Finally, yet another chef finishes the job with the thinnest layers of dough. He uses a specialist curved knife to slice the baklava. The rounded edge allows the chef to rock it back and forth, which lifts and separates the thin pastry layers. A soaking of melted butter, and then it's into a 165-degree oven for 45 minutes. Give or take a crucial 60 seconds.
It's it's not simple as 45 minutes straight. Some of them can be 44 minutes, some of them can be 46 minutes. So a good baker should know it by just looking at the baklava tray before it goes in.
44, 45 or maybe 46 minutes later, the batch is drenched in boiling sugar syrup and it's ready to eat. The bakery's baklava sells like hotcakes, so they make 1.5 tons a day, which spells good news for Istanbul's baklava lovers.